What part of your process takes up the most time? Is it coming up with the core idea, the lyrics, the chords, production and mixing? An artist wastes the most time when they are trying to make a weak idea appear strong. In the music industry, we refer to this as polishing a turd. I find it takes twice as much time to polish a turd than it does to polish a strong idea. And the strong idea always sounds better in the end. And it takes less time to polish, and I usually end up throwing the turd away and then completely redoing it anyway. The trick is to only take an idea to the production phase when it's strong. I find it's best to work out an idea when you are away from the computer, like singing it, playing it, tapping it out until it's awesome. You want to test if your idea is strong? Here's a trick. Listen to your idea 3 times, then put it away. Walk away from it for an hour. And if after that hour you can come back and remember it, it's strong. If you can remember it the next day, it's a hit. Traditionally, songwriting happened on a piano or an acoustic guitar, and there's strength in this idea as you work the song until it plays smoothly. I've mentioned this before, but try starting with a core idea like an image or a message or a mood. Let the music, the beats, and the lyrics flow out from this. It will give the song a stronger sense of unity and a deeper dimension. I write music and lyrics at the same time, which saves so much time. If you want to start with the vocal hook, that is the chorus, the song will come together faster and much more defined. And 20% turd polishing. As much as I hate polishing the brown nuggets, there will always be some involved, but we're going to try and minimize that. What is your creative workflow? How do you naturally make a track? Do you rely on inspiration? Or can you do it mathematically? It's good to have some mathematical tricks up your sleeves, as music has a large mathematic component to it. Remember, aesthetics is a mathematical formula. Imagine a staircase with 10 stairs. Each stair represents a dynamic level. So the bottom stair is a whisper and the top stair is a scream. Now imagine you are performing your song on that staircase. Where will you start verse 1? Maybe on the 3rd step. So that's a simplified drums. It's the sub bass and low energy singing. Next, you creep up to the 6th step for the chorus number 1. You're going to introduce some percussion. You're going to introduce the main bass, synths, and the singing's going to have moderate energy. Now, go back down to the 4th stair for the 2nd verse. Introduce a hi-hat, go back to the simplified drums, a sub bass, the main bass, and increase the energy on the singing just a little. Now let's go up to the 7th stair for the chorus. Bring back the percussion, open up the filters in the main synth and bass, increase the singing energy. And on you go throughout the song. Remember, touch the very bottom of the step at some point, and that's just a whisper, maybe in verse 3 or the middle 8. And the last choruses hit the 10th stair. That's loud, everything opens. This will help you visualize the quiet and loud parts. Move to a new stair every 4 or 8 bars, have a small fill on every 4 bar, a larger fill on every 8th bar, then a crazy fill on the 16th bar. The typical song looks like this. The intro, it can be 4 or 8 bars or 16, usually based on the verse or the chorus. Verse 1, 16 bars. Chorus 1, 16 bars. Verse 2, 16 bars. Chorus 2, 16 bars. The middle 8, 8 or 16 bars. Verse 3, 8 or 16 bars. Chorus 3, 16 bars. Chorus 4, 16 bars. And the outro, which is usually over the chorus or the middle 8, or sometimes back to the verse. Basslines usually fall apart if they are too complicated, so keep it simple. Remember, the bassline is the rhythmic and chordal backbone to the track, so it's the foundation. So strong and simple basslines will win. If in doubt, stick to the minor pentatonic. That's all the black keys using the E flat as the root. Play with syncopation. Hit the off 16ths and the dotted 8ths. Keep working on it until you can comfortably air bass guitar it. I'm serious. Air bass guitar is one of the best tests for an awesome bass line, which is why you can air bass any AC/DC song. Their riffs are simple, strong, and powerful. It's a good idea to have a synth doubling the bass, but 1 octave higher. This top bass will be the one that changes, while the bottom bass is underpinning it. Make the bass riff grow, as it can get too repetitive. First, program your 4-bar bass pattern. The bottom sub bass will probably hold the track down for the entire song. Next, copy it to the top bass. Now copy this top bass to the next 4 bars. Then, add a few MIDI control changes to the filter cutoff and the portamento. Now copy that one to the next 4 bars and keep pushing it. With each repetition, introduce more filter changes, more portamento, more modulation, pitch bending, play little bits and pieces an octave higher. Just little changes, and as you move, it grows. These slight changes will make it wow by the end of the song. Remember, the sub bass is sitting below it, playing the simple riff. This will let you drive the top bass wild and keep the song interesting. The choruses are usually lighter, happier, more uplifting, more major. Your chords should also reflect this. The verses represent the problem. The choruses offer a solution. Think of it like it's a joke where the verses are lining it up and the chorus is the punchline. Or you can take it a step further and make it epic, like in the song Pina Colada. Verse 1 sets up the joke. A man loves his wife, but their relationship, their marriage has become dull. He places an ad in the personal sections, which reads, "If you like pina colada and getting caught in the rain," which is the chorus, which is the punchline. Verse 2 lines it up from another angle. A beautiful woman is reading the personals, sees his ads, and writes her reply. "Yes, I like pina colada and getting caught in the rain." And then she proposes a meeting. So this is the chorus, which is the punchline, which is taken from a different angle. The middle 8 is the "now for something completely different," and lines up the punchline from a different perspective. FYI, the middle 8 is the different bit in the song that happens around about the 5/8 point through the song, and yes, that's usually the golden proportion or the Fibonacci. It's usually stated once and is a great way to break the monotony of the song. It's usually 8 bars, but often 16 bars. However, this song does not have a middle 8. Instead, it's got the third verse, which offers a twist, where our 2 heroes agree to meet in a bar, and when he gets there, to his surprise and her surprise, it's actually his wife and her husband, to which he turns to her and says, "I didn't know you liked pina colada or getting caught in the rain." So once again, the chorus is the punchline, but it's taken from 3 different angles, which is brilliant. Yes, this song is a schmaltzy romantic comedy, but you do gotta admit it lines up a great backstory with a problem, with a great plot, and 2 believable lead characters in a twist in under 4 minutes. It's great. Start with a strong idea and decide how to develop it in a unique manner. Using a mathematical structure will help bring the song together faster, as the nature of aesthetics is reliant on mathematics. Don't be afraid to experiment and make mistakes, as this often leads to fresh ideas. Remember, always have your phone on standby, record any cool ideas you have, compile them and develop them away from your computer, as sitting in front of a blank screen is not the time to be waiting for inspiration, as inspiration hits you when you least expect it. You can't plan for it, you just have to be ready to catch it when it comes. I hope this has helped. I want to help you. You are awesome. Keep rocking, keep making your art, keep making your music. Let's do this.